Hi everyone and welcome to another weekly workout. Back in the conservatory this week, so no wind and wave noise coming over this week. So I hope you enjoyed last week's on the beach. We're going to get started just to get the body moving straight away. So let's just take a little stretch up, pulling our shoulders back and down, pulling our tummy in and up, bottom underneath you, ribs up and back, and then pull down and down. Bend your knees and curl down to the floor, rounding your back, putting your tummy up and in, let your arms hang, and then come up and up. Once more, lift and lift, pull down and down, bend your knees and curl to the floor, and come up and up. Good. Stretch overhead. Let's start up high today. Let's just stretch the ribs, easing through, not just an arm stretch, but a push up through the body, little knee bend to get everything going, and then just pull down, out to the side, to slide your ribs out to the side, push. As always, make sure you've got plenty of room around you to move, but you only need a little space really, just enough room to pop your arms out to the side and things like that. Good. And then just turn it into a shoulder roll from here, going forward, up, back and down, forward, up, back and down. Lovely. Arms relaxed, just easing the shoulder joint out into action. Lovely. Good. Bring everything down, bring your backs of hands together, and then take your backs of hands together behind you. So you're curling the shoulders in, then opening them out. Thumbs on top, so you feel wide in the chest here, and everything's pulled in. And open, and close in the chest, and open the chest, and close. One more, open, and close. Good. Okay, let's move these sidey bits now. Let's just go down very gently, thinking about these top bits moving here, and over, and over. And now make it a tiny bit bigger, tummy's toned, just easing through, not too far to start with. We're just waking these muscles up and just telling them we're going to be moving a little bit. Good. Let's turn a little bit now too. Very gently, as I said. We're not reaching too far around yet. We're just gently going through the motions, just warming everything up as we go and as we go. Lovely. Let's go back to the arms now. 2 stretches on the right, 2 on the left, and then single ones, and 2 and 3. 2 combs on the right, and 2 combs on the left. Lovely. And then single and single and single, and again 2 stretches, up and stretch, big stretch. And as you get warmed up, you can reach a little bit higher and reach. 2 combs on the right side, so pulling the arm back over your head, feel that shoulder joint working. Lift and lift and lift and lift down to the legs. Let's take a little sway and a bend. Again, nothing much to start with, just easing through. It's almost just like a movement of weight from one side to the other. And then as you get into it, we can begin to push the knees out over our toes a little bit and push through. Taking care not to push through the front of our shins, keeping our shins back, protecting those knees. Lovely. And then we can do our stretches from here, but single ones, and keep going for 8. And then 8 combs of your hair, just single ones as we sway, getting the legs warmed up, getting down and up a little bit deeper. Lovely, good, stretch up. Another 8 here, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and comb your hair, getting deeper, pulling your tummy in, bottom underneath you, ribs up and back. Lovely, keep going, push down this time. Last seen doing this on a beach in Guernsey, I think. Down and up, lovely. And then we're just going to take a rotation, which we don't do very often, with a sway, going around, keeping your hips steady. Lovely. And let's push down and up. And now we've got extra impetus to push down through the knees as well as our hands. Good. Lovely. So hopefully, well not hopefully, you're probably a little bit reluctant to start the workout thinking, oh, here we go again. But already into the warm-up, I hope you're thinking, oh, this is good. My body's moving, I'm in the zone, and I'm ready for this now. Good. Come back in and just walk on the spot. Keep that going, working through your whole foot. And as we do the walking, lift your knees a little bit higher. Lovely, so it's a bit exaggerated. And pump your arms. And think, tummy up and in, bottom down and in, ribs up and pulled back, shoulders back and down. Still pumping those arms. Pump and pump. Lovely, lift alternate knees, up and up and up. 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Lovely, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, and again, up and up and up. 4 on the right, 1 and 2. 4 on the right to the diagonal, and up. 2, 3, and the other leg, lift. 2 and 3 and 4, and out to the side. 2, 3 and 2s. Up and up. Up and up again. Up and up. 2s out to the diagonal. And out and out and up and up and out. Good, lovely. Let's sway. Down, up, down, up. Take it wider now, we're warmer. Wider and deeper. Down, up, down, up. Lovely. Push down and up through the arms. Bit of resistance through there. And now start to bring the arms up to your forehead instead of just your chin. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Keep that going. Lovely. Now stretch. Out to the diagonal as you go now. And comb your hair. Bigger lift, and a bigger bend. Good. Out to the diagonal. 2, 3, and 4, and comb your hair. Lovely. Good. Rotate around. And now take your elbows round a little bit more forcefully than you did before. Keep your hips steady. Just take your body round. Keep your ribs up. And round, and round, and round, and round. Good. Knee lifts. 2 on the right. 2 on the left. 2 out to the diagonal. And 2. 4 in front. Up. And 2. And 3. Now this same leg out to the side. 2, 3, and 4, and the other one up. 2, 3, and 4, and to the side. Lift, lift, and lift. Good. I'm just going to turn around to the side. Bend your knees. Have a little curl down. Pull your tummy in. Just swing your arms in opposite directions here. Releasing through, curling your back, tucking your head down. Tennis ball under your chin so you're not putting your chin right in. But equally, your chin is not popping out either. Good. Now bring both arms together and swing them back and forth. Just relaxed arms, don't worry too much. Go down a little bit deeper. Let your spine just relax forward. Your heels are on the floor and your toes are on the floor. Weight equally distributed between the two. Brush the floor with your hands if you want to. Then have a little relax down. Bent knees, definitely bent knees. And then come up and up and up. Finish this little section with a stretch up. Stretch through your ribs. Now much more controlled and much more stretched now. As you reach up and up and up and up. Good. Come down to the side and just feel wide. Draw your shoulders back and down. Stretch those ribs out to the side and push and push. Push and push. Lovely. Keep it going and slide. So your hips are steady. You're just sliding on top. Do this in front of a mirror if you feel you can't get the sliding. You'll be able to see whether you're doing it right or not. Good. Pop the arms down. Check this bit is all toned. Just take a few hollow and tucks through that pelvic area. Lovely. Then coming back to the middle, just push your hips forward and pull your hips back. It feels very subtly different to the other movement. You're letting the hip bones go forward, go back, go forward, go back, come back to the middle, and then just let your bottom go out and in. Just feel the difference there. Tummy stays toned all the way through these. Don't let it hang forward. Good. Finish on an arch there, so bottom is out, Draw your elbows back and have a lovely, delicious stretch down. So feel it stretching up through the bottom, through the hamstrings at the back of your thighs. Squeeze in your shoulder blades so your back is beginning to work. And then just think about your head position. Pop a tennis ball under your chin. So you're looking down at your mat, but not between your feet. You're looking out very slightly in front of you. Your weight is going down through the whole foot, very slightly forward rather than back. And enjoy that little press. From there, curl the spine now, or round the spine off. Suck the tummy in. Again, don't lean back here. Keep the weight forward. Keep the knees a little bit bent. And then uncurl up. Have a little wriggle around and we're ready to carry on with the session. Well done. Right, that was good timing. The next delivery man for some extra long trousers has just called just as I was in between film takes, which was perfect. Otherwise I could just see him walking around the back here and joining in the video, but luckily he didn't. So we're going to move on now to shoulders, upper back and arms, and we're going to link it at the same time as working our legs. So let's start off with our leg work. We're going to do 2 basic movements just to work the glutes and the thighs quite nicely. So inner and outer, all around the thighs in fact. So we're going to take a step out and come back up, and a step out and up, taking our bottom down with us, out and in, and bend and up, keeping our shins back, and down and up, and down and up. Bit lower now, down and up. And it depends how much room you have as to how big a step you can take out. But after you've done a few, you can really start to feel the inner and outer thighs working as well as the front and back. And think about engaging your glutes behind you to just pull you up, down, pull you up, and down, lift you up. Tummy is toned, shoulders are back and down. Good. I'm just going to turn sideways to show you the next move, and to do it so I can fit it on the camera, but you can actually stay facing the same way when we do it later as a routine. Zip up through here. We're going to step forward on one foot, then bend both and back. Step and back. And we have to be really careful here that we don't lunge into it and push our shin forward. But we're looking to go down and up, not forwards really, down and up. Down and up, down. And I'd rather you didn't go so far down than you do a massive forward and then you start to push your shin forward too. So really think about where your shin is, keeping your heel back down on the floor of that front leg and getting some lovely lunge step forwards as you go. Great, so that's the leg section. Standing up now for the arm section, take your arms out to the side and we're going to come in and out, in and out, in and out, in. Now stretch up and down and up. And as we go through this routine, you can continue without weights, or when I pick mine up later, you can pick your weights up and join in, so have them handy. And out, forward and back. Keeping the core as steady as you can, and you're under full control through there. Feel tall as you lift, but don't let your shoulders creep up. We don't want to come up here and up here. We want to have a gap between our shoulders and our ears the whole time. Lovely. Good. Good. Those are the basic moves we're going to do. We are going to throw other moves in as we go. So let's pick up the weights straight away now. And again, you can either do a little bit, then pick your weights up, or you can do it without weights all the way through, or do it a little bit of the way through without any weights, and then pick them up halfway through. Completely up to you. So stand in the middle of the space you have available to you. Turn your wrists around so that your forearms are pointing forward, and we're going to do a bicep curl as we do that step out. So down and up, and down and up, down and up, bottom in, don't forget, down and up and down. Keep the shins back as always, shoulders are down, keep it going, and step up. And now we're getting used to the moves together. Take it a bit bigger, and down and up, down and up, down and up, down, up, down, turn around. Exactly the same arms, but we're going to do our stepping forward. Again, you don't have to turn if you don't need to. Down and up, down and up. If this hurts your knees, please stop, and you can do just the bicep curls and send me a little message, and I can always send you alternatives to do instead. Down and up, or just don't go so far down. Down and up. Think about those shins. Quite hard to coordinate everything. Think about your posture. Think about where the legs are going. And again, as I said, I'd rather you didn't go so far down, but you had a good movement. And down. Face the front. Take your feet out wide. Take the arms out to the side to come in and out. Posture under control. In and out. In, stretch up. Up and out. Up and out. Making me puffed out, this one. Up and down. In and out. In and out. I think it's the remnants of a bit of a summer cold. And using the weights really gets your heart rate going. And trying to talk at the same time, it's not very good. Good, lovely. Let's come forward again. In and out. In and out. Elbows not quite straight. We don't want to strain that joint. Up we go. Lift and down. And lift with the weights. It's really hard, but keep your core muscles under control. Good. Keep the arms out here now. Bend your elbows. And we're going to be chickens. Turn the weights round. Just drop your elbows up and down. And you can bring the weights in towards each other. And up. Down and up. So it's like you've got wings, flapping in and out. At first you think, oh, what's this funny movement? But after you've done a few, you can really feel where it's working. Cross the top of your shoulders, down your upper arm. Lovely. Good. And pop them down. Now imagine you've got strings on the end of your elbows and someone from above is working you like a puppet and just pulling the string on each elbow up and down. Up and down, up and down, up. So feel a bit puppet-like, tummy in, bottom underneath you. Lovely. Now do both together. So up and down, elbows up. Good. Don't lift the shoulders up too. The temptation is to come up here. Don't do that. Good. And don't let the bottom stick out either. These are quite good to start with, but after a few you think, oh my goodness, yes. Can feel that and rest. Bring the feet back in to go back to the legs. Step out and down. Step out and down. Bottom in, tummy toned. Lovely, but deeper now. Down. But don't push forward through the shins. Heels on the floor. Down and up. Down. Shoulders are down. Nice strength through your arms. Lovely deep knee bends. Keep going and down. Up and down. Two more. One and two. Turn around if you need to, or just stay where you are to step forward. Down and up. Down. I can't say these are my favourites. I actually hate these. You can probably see I'm not going down all the way to the floor. Some of you might be able to. There's no prizes for going down to the floor. Just do what you can. Feel your legs working, feel your glutes working, and feel your arms working too. Up, down and up, down and push up, down and push up, down and push up. Tummy in, I forgot mine then for a bit. I hope you can see that on this lovely side profile. Good. Face round to the front. Feet wider now, toes turned out. Arms out to the side. In and out. In and out. In and out. Ready to stretch up, tummy in. It's that first heave-ho up. Heave and down. Heave and forward. In, out, in and out. Don't knock your fingers together. And stretch. Ooh, and down. Heave and down. Lift and down. Lift, come here. Elbows down and up. Turn the the weights around. Doesn't really matter what the weights do. All I want is the elbows to go up and down and up. Down. Oh, my shoulders crept up then, I could feel it. So keep the shoulders down and up, down. Now poppets, up and up and up. Now take them wider. Lovely, and both. So imagine someone, if only they were pulling your elbows up, strengthening those arms up. I don't know about you, but mine sometimes go a bit wayward. I don't know if yours do, but my arms are still aching, so I'm doing it right. And relax down. Good, well done. Last little bit. Take a deep knee bend down. Push both weights out to one side, out to the other. Fix your hips. Bend your knees a bit more. Use your body to turn and push and push. And you should feel that working down your side muscles of your tummy, your ribs, and push. Keep your bottom in. Keep your heels on the floor. Keep your toes on the floor. Keep your knees in. Don't arm out. Don't let them roll in here. Keep your knees pushing out, but keep your shins back. Arms are working hard. Core is working hard. Lovely. Pop the weights down now, just in front of you. Keep a little knee bend to stretch over and back and over and pull down. Push and pull and push. 4 more. Here, 1 and down and stretch and down and stretch. And change sides to go up and down. Lift and down. Up and down. Up, down, lift and pull. Get the body bending. Don't make it just an arm. So we don't want to just be going up here and here. Right over the top. Not letting your legs move. Keep everything in. Keep your bottom in. And down. Good. Stay here for a moment. Go down a bit deeper, keeping your shins back. Just rotate. Around and around, 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 around. Bend forward. Pick up your weights. Come back up. A little bit of a knee bend. Ready to stretch over, over and pull down. So with or without your weights, you do whatever you need to do for yourself. Rest the other hand on your hip. Over. Just lightly holding your weights. Making your body still work. Push and pull. Taking your weight slightly forward overhead rather than back. Over and down. Bending in your body, keeping your bottom in. And change sides. So hands on hip. Over and down. Now you shouldn't feel this in your lower back. Please don't lean on that other hand either. If you are feeling it in your lower back, just have a little breather, check your posture. It could be that your hips are poking forward or your bottom is sticking out. And bend and down, bend and down, bend and down. Come back to the middle, deeper bend, push and push and push. Now down to the knees, either side of your knee, either side, now feet, either side of a foot. Keeping your body steady. Lovely, legs don't move at all. Back up to your knees, 2 knees here, 2 knees there, hips round and around. Got hair stuck to my lips now. I'll move that in a minute. And just have a push and a push and a push and a push and a push. Come up now to here, arms by your side. Just take some bicep curls to finish us off. Elbows staying nice and under control. I'm just getting the hair off my lip. Lovely. And pull up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Turn to face side. I suppose you don't really have to. You can turn to face wherever you are. Tummy pulled in. Heels down. Go down to your shins and then come right up, tucking everything back. Down and down, up and up, down and down, up and up, down, down, up, weight forward, tummy in. Lovely, knees are slightly bent, down and down, up and up, down, down, and you curl right forward, tennis ball under your chin. Weight forward rather than back, but heels stay on the floor. up, and you should begin to feel it in your back muscles pulling you up, up, and down, 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 pull up, and down, and down, and up. Have a little breather, pop your weights down, go back to our warm-up movement. Just lean forward slightly, relax the arms in a bit of a swing. Lovely, I'm just going to turn around, but again you don't need to. Put both arms together, swinging, and then go down deep, tummy pulled in, weight forward rather than back. Relax through the shoulders, slowly come back up, and up. Have a little reach overhead, and pull down, and we're ready to go down onto the floor for some tummies. Well done. Okay, so before we go down on our backs to do some tummies, we're just going to stay in all fours, knees underneath our hips and wrists underneath our shoulders. And for the moment, just look down between your thumbs so that your neck is a nice straight line from your spine. Tone through your tummy and lift some of your weight up out of your arms. So you're not pushing right down through your wrists. You are holding some of your own body weight up. And just take a dip and a pull up and a dip and a pull up. One more, and then start to add in your head. So as you dip, just look straight ahead and pull in, check your tummy's gone. Arch and pull in and arch and pull in. Two more, arch and pull in and arch, come back to the middle. Lovely. Just take your right leg, we're just going to lift it up and down and up. Hopefully you can see that okay on this camera angle. So looking between your thumbs, take the knee out and in off the floor and then pop it back down. Same leg, just check your weight distribution. Take that same leg out to the side and out behind you, not out to the side, and lift and lower. When you've got a good position, just look straight ahead, tummy still toned, shoulders are back and down. Lovely, and we're toning through the abdominals and the intercostal muscles around your ribs to keep that middly bit from hanging down with gravity. We're keeping it nicely toned and under control. Good, lovely, excellent. Bring that leg in. Do it on the other leg. So I'm going to do it on the same leg again so that you can actually see what's happening. And I'm just going to change my angle slightly. So checking your position, just out and in with that leg. So you're working through the hips as you go there, keeping your body nice and steady, lifting your own weight up out of your wrists, taking that leg out and in. Nicely under control, it's quite hard. Good, and pop it down. I'm just going to bring myself round. Take your leg out behind you, same leg you've just been working on. When you've got a good position, look straight ahead. So make sure you haven't leaned back here or forward. Everything's nicely in line. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Look straight ahead. Keep breathing, keep your shoulders back and down. Keep your tummy toned. Lovely. Bring that back in and just relax back over your knees. Stretch your arms out in front of you to lengthen out through your spine. Keep your shoulders back and down. Great. From there, we're just going to swivel around and lie on our backs. No weights or anything needed for this week. Tucking your hair down if you need to, sorting out your outfit and just relaxing into the floor. It's rather beautiful here as the sun is beginning to think about going down. It's been a lovely warm day here and I'm just lying here enjoying this little bit of relaxation and hopefully you can enjoy a few seconds too. Slide one leg out along the floor, keep your hips level with each other so don't push the hip down. Keep your shoulders back and down, keep a tennis ball under your chin. And we're just going to lift that leg up and down, only level with the other knee of the bent leg, so going no higher at the moment. and down. And at the same time, we're going to lift the upper body and the arms. 2 and 3 and 4. Now just the leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 under control. Now lift the body and down. Lift, keep your tummy down, up and down, up and down, and bring it in. Slide the other leg out, point your toes, lift and lower. Keep your tummy steady, don't let your back rock and roll on and off the floor. Keep all of this bit as your anchor, keeping your body nice and steady, and down and up. Now add in the upper body, curl and down, curl and down, curl and down, curl and down. Keep this bit steady all the way through, just your leg, lift and down, lift and down. Strong thighs. Now upper body, lift and down, lift and down, lift and down, lift, down and close. Lovely. Bring your knees in, right in onto your chest, and we're just going to stretch and bend, slide along the floor and bend. Stretch and bend and slide and in. Up and down. And with this one, don't slide all the way out along the floor if you know your lower back is lifting off. Just go as far as you can, keeping everything in. And up and down. Make sure your shoulders stay relaxed. Lovely pointed feet to give the legs a nice feeling of strength, and they're nice and solid there. Toned through our abdominals, and down and in and down. In, pop them down and straighten your right leg to lift and down, lift and down, lift. Tummy toned, upper body, up and down, up and down. Curl and down, curl and down. Change legs. Just lift your leg up. And if you'd rather, if you're not comfortable doing both together, when we add both, you could just do the upper body and keep the other leg on the floor. So lift and down, lift to make sure you're breathing. Shoulders are back and down, lift. Good, excellent. Bring everything in to stretch up and bend, floor and bend, lift and bend, floor and bend, up and down, floor and in, up and down, floor. Let's do 4 more. 1 and down and 2. Keep your tummy under control and lift. This is really working the flattening tummy muscles really nicely, and down and bring them in here. Lovely. Take your arms overhead if it's comfy here. Relax down through your shoulders. Bend your elbows if you're more comfortable here. If you can, keep them straight. And then we're going to bring the knees in and the arms up and down. Lift and down. Up. And if you'd rather, you can do one arm on one leg together. But if you know you can, lift and down, lift. And we're just tapping the shins, and if you can get down to your ankles, that's great. But we're just tapping from the knee down through the shin here, stretching through, and hopefully keeping your lower back as close to the floor as you can, keeping your shoulders down. We don't want to hunch them up. You can feel your flattening tummy muscles really working hard to keep everything under control. And just recover and come round, bring the feet and the knees in, take your arms out at a low V, and we'll just go over and up and over and up and over and up and over and up. Well done. Curl into a little ball, hug in, have a little breather, and we'll rest there. Keep those tummy exercises in your mind, because in next week's workout, or the one after, we're going to come back to them and revisit them and do them again. Well done. Let's stand up now, ready for a cool down and stretch. Okay, so a lovely workout. I hope the light's been okay with this filming. I usually film in the morning when the sun's over the other side, but decided it was such a lovely afternoon I thought I'd open the door and come out here and film. So I hope with the sun behind me it may not be the best light, but hopefully you've enjoyed the lovely sunny afternoon and you can see me enough to do the exercises. So let's just have a lovely stretch down through now. Take your feet nice and wide. Take a deep knee bend, pushing down through your heels, through the whole of your foot, keeping your shins back. Take a lovely stretch up. Your bottom is in, your tummy is in. And we're going to bend down through the legs, but reach up through the arms, up through your body, and down through your legs. Your tummy is lovely and toned and pulled in nicely, but not too tight. Your bottom is down and underneath you. Look up at your hands, look up at your ceiling, and then release through, straighten and come down. Look down and bring the arms to your side. Let's stretch again. So bend and lift and up. Shoulders are down, body is reaching up. Legs are going down, planting into the floor. So feel as if your lower half of your body is pushing down towards the floor. Your upper parts of your body is reaching up to the ceiling. And then lift and open and open and open. Just take a few little side sways with a few little arm swings. Whoops, banged into the glass then. And just relax the arms off through. Lovely. And come back to a wide stance with your hands nice and wide. Bring your arms forward, contracting your tummy. Give yourselves a big hug at the same time as slightly rolling your upper back forward. And then lift and open out and have a little squeeze through. Pull through, round the upper body. Now pull your tummy in a little bit more too. Pull your ribs round so you're lengthening your spine. And then stretch up through and up through. Take your hands behind you, clasp your fingers, soft knees, and then just lift your arms up. Actually, maybe better if I go sideways. Lift your arms up a little bit. Keep your toes pointing forward, soften your knees, stick your bottom out and ease forward, making sure you're not back here. Weight slightly forward, look along the floor in front of you, lift your arms up behind you, have a little stretch there, then just release them off and relax everything down and round your spine through. Have a little stretch there, bend your knees a little bit more to lift you up and up and up and up. Have one final lift overhead. Relax one arm down, relax the other arm down, roll your shoulders, have a little shake through your legs, and you should feel lovely and ready for whatever you're going to do next. Well done, and I hope you enjoyed that one.